Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me, Noah here. I am doing the Q&A at last. So, I got a few questions, enough questions to make a video out of it. So, I'm going to start reading the questions out now. Some of this will also contain spoilers for Songs of War because, yeah, you know. So, do keep that in mind. Most of my videos these days will probably have some sort of Songs of War spoilers. Well, I just got back from my trip to the cottage, so I have time to read these. So let's see what people have got. So let's see what people have decided to ask. GLaDOS Buster asks, do you ship Lucan and Nika, or am I just weird? You spelled them both wrong. It's Lucan, Lucan, and Nika, Niika. Yes, that's what they're spelled as. As for the question itself, yeah, sure, it's a nice ship. I'd say I might as well. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say yes. Let's see. Let's see what the next comment is. Rick Tig asks, Dearest Poseidone, my inquiry to thee is the following: How art thou today? Great question. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Sen Something RS, great clan name. I love the Something RS clan. It's my favorite clan from Songs of War. He asks, who do you think suggested Ingressus to enter the tournament in the first place? I mean, I haven't read the entire script yet, so I don't know everything, but I'm pretty sure it was Killian or the Tide Singer, because it was pretty much implied as soon as episode 10 of season 1 was released. So, yeah. What clan do you think Sen is from? Well, he's clanless, so he's not really from a clan. He's raised as a Sindaris, technically. So this is a bit complicated. He's raised as a member of his clan. It's said by Osivian, I raised you as a member of this clan, etc., etc. So technically, you could argue, you could make a case of saying he's Sindaris. Not conventionally, but he still is kind of Sindaris for adoption. I think that biologically, if he does have a clan biologically, it might have been, I'm pretty sure it was the Voltaris, because then it would create inner conflict for Sen, and watch that just be a plot twist later in season 3, because I still haven't read the whole script yet. But yeah, I think he's most likely biologically a Voltaris, and he didn't get inducted into the clan, which is why his markings are still white. Anyway, who's your favorite in the Knights of Ardonia so far? Probably Grek or Hubris. I like their duo. Sorry, I messed up on saying that. I like their dynamic in season 3 especially. So yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna move on to the next question now. Hey Noah, it's your cousin Carol. My question is, am I your favorite cousin? Also, if you were a fruit, what fruit would you be? Because this confuses me, actually. I do have a cousin named Carol, but I've never seen this YouTube account before, so I'm not even sure if it's legit. I'm just going to pretend that this is my cousin, just for the sake of this video. Am I your favorite cousin? You know this. You know that I don't favoritize my cousins or my family members. I love all of them. Like, why would I ever favoritize my family? Like all of I love my family. Like, they're all great. I'm just gonna say this. So yeah. You're all my cousins are my favorite cousins, so yeah, including you. Also, if you were a fruit, what fruit would you be? It's a great question. I don't really know. It's kind of random, actually. Maybe I have no idea. Sorry. This is too good. The one and only Melodious asks, "Did you at least harvest the sugarcane?" No, and Mr. Finch is hunting me down as I speak. No. I don't think I've ever harvested sugarcane in real life. Like, never. He says he's kidding. Okay, so, who are some of your favorite Songs of War characters? Least favorites? Favorites? Probably Fallius, Igneous, Kyoshi, Lucan. Least favorites? Probably Alistair. I hate Alistair with a burning passion. Like, seriously. I don't know if I don't really hate anyone nearly as much. Like, if you've seen my script reading videos, you know that I have a massive hatred of Alistair. What is the first BPS video you have seen? What's the first Block Blossom Studios video I've seen? I think I remember having first seen Sky Wars Mega all the way back in 2016. I think early 2016, which was made by David RB, same guy who made Songs of War. So yeah, I think that was it. I thought it was a cool animation, but I didn't really come back to BPS until like 2019, and I discovered all the cool stuff, and then Songs of War happened, and that's why I'm now in the fandom and community. It's a great community, by the way. Like most of my online friends are from that community. Like, great people. I would recommend. So yeah, that answers that. And the Pepperminty Free asks, "Do you ship Rhea and Sen? What about Nika and Lucan?" You actually spelled their names right, good. One more, who do you like better, Death Singer or Tide Singer? Okay, so about the shipping. Okay, so Rhea and Sen, to be honest, they really always seemed more like friends or siblings to me. They technically were raised as siblings. They have a good friendly bond. I'm not really sure if I necessarily want a romance. I don't really think I ship them. Nika and Lucan, I'd probably ship them a little more for sure. I love their dynamic in the show, especially, and also after season 1. Like, yeah, after season 1, like the script and all that. It's a really good duo. So yeah, Rhea and Sen are also a great duo. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I just think they're better off as friends or family. Yeah. So yeah, and who do you like better, Death Singer or Tide Singer? They're both pretty good characters, but like, Ingressus is a really well written villain because he's like the tragic villain, and like he believes he's justified. I personally don't think you can justify massacre, which is just like, I think many of you can agree with me on that one. But yeah, he kind of has like some sort of a reason for it. Like, he was unfairly treated by the Masters. Yeah, he's a really interesting villain. Tide Singer is also pretty interesting. I don't really know, actually. They're both really good. And the Pepperminty Free also has another question. One more. Who was your favorite duo from season 1? There was Hawken and Fallius, Jalkar and Grim, Rhea and Sen, Fallius and Sen, Sam and Abigail, Eddie and Lucan, even though it didn't last long, Lucan and Nika, and finally Sen and Igneous. They're all so good. Like, this is a really hard question to answer. I liked the Jalkar and Grim duo. Like, before Jalkar betrayed Grim, they were really enjoyable. Hawken and Fallius was pretty great too. I like that, even though it didn't last long. Lucan and Nika is a duo that holds a special place in my heart. Sen and Igneous is also really good. I love that too. Eddie and Lucan was actually pretty good while it lasted. Like, Eddie reminds me of Korg. Actually, Igneous kind of reminds me of Korg too. If you don't know Korg, he's from 4 Ragnarok. Sam and Abigail is pretty wholesome as well. So yeah, like, and Fallius and Sen is pretty good. Yeah, all these are really good duos. Like, they have really good duos in the show. And that's not even counting the duos from beyond season 1. Because those, that's next level even compared. So yeah, And now we have Princess Maureen Udoando. I know I must have butchered. I probably butchered the pronunciation on that name, so major apologies. Let me try it again. Princess Maureen Udondo. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. So they actually have several questions. One, from what country are you from? Canada, even though it doesn't exist. I'm not real. I've made it clear before that I live in Canada. It was actually 3 days ago when Canada had its birthday. Yay. Which Songs of War character death was the saddest one for you? Oh man, I don't know. Like, there's so many to pick from. I'm going to say a season 2 spoiler. I haven't read the entire script actually, so I don't know all of them. There's probably going to be even sadder deaths coming up for the last 7 episodes of season 3, which I haven't read so far. Fallius is going to be the classic death scene, and it's so sad. That was in season 1. It was really sad, honestly. Like, Fallius was my favorite character in season 1, hands down, 100%. So yeah, that hurt me. Then if you move on to season 2, we had more of my favorites die. We had this, of course, season 2 spoilers here, major season 2 spoilers. So like, please do not listen to me right now if you don't want to be spoiled. So like skip ahead. I might put a timestamp to when I'm done talking about this. Season 2. Most likely, so yeah, on season 2 we had Igneous, who is also one of my favorite characters, die. But at least with Igneous, he died accomplishing, he died stopping Malachi and stopping Magnerite oppression, or at least helping stop it. He basically saved the entire kingdom of Cydonia from another Carthan invasion and a huge terrorism attack. So Igneous is my hero, and his death was still sad. Like, I'm gonna miss him, but like, it was somewhat satisfying because he got what he wanted. He did what he wanted. He basically saved his species. He saved them from oppression. He saved Cydonia. He's a hero. Then you have, and this one's probably more sad actually. And I don't even know if this is an actual death or if it just seems like one. When I was doing the script reading, I actually demanded the people who I was in the chat with, like my friends who have already read the script, not to tell me if it was true or not, because I wanted to have hope that it wasn't. So basically, Kiyoshi and dying in Felden, like I said, I am not 100% sure he's dead because I told people not to tell me or confirm it because I really still want to have hope that he's alive, honestly. Like, he hasn't appeared in season 3 yet. I was hoping he was gonna like swoop in at the last minute and like help Lucan and Nika or something. That would be awesome, but like, I'm starting to fear that he did die, but for the sake of this question, I'm gonna assume that he is dead, and I will say that his hypothetical death is really sad because, well, he died failing to defend the kingdom that he swore to defend. Like, it's not very satisfying. At least with Igneous' death, he died a hero. It's kind of satisfying to see him get what he wanted. He achieved his goals. He saved the kingdom. He saved his species. It was really awesome. Great way to end his character. With Kiyoshi, he was fighting for months to defend his Felden from the necromancers, and then he lost and might have died watching his kingdom fall. And it's a terrible feeling. Like, imagine yourself in Kiyoshi's footsteps, or sorry, did I say footsteps? I meant, imagine that was a terrible analogy. Imagine yourself in Kiyoshi's feet in this position. Just imagine what it would feel like. Like, if I was a soldier in the Canadian military and like some dark sorcerers invaded Canada, and all that, and I was fighting with fighting for my country for months, and then I die, or might die, and get defeated by my worst enemy as I watch the country I swore to protect fall. It must have felt awful for Kiyoshi. And if there's one thing that's really heartbreaking, it's seeing characters who act tough break down. One of my friends said that to me in DMs, Girl of Infinity. So yeah, she's 100% right about that. When Kiyoshi tries to act tough, but like I think he broke. So yeah, that one is so sad. I'm just gonna leave it out there. I hope he's not dead, and at least if he is dead, I hope that the other people in the Felden arc will avenge him. Pray for my boy, Kiyoshi. Okay, so more questions asked by this person. Favorite, least favorite Songs of War character. Already answered that one. I'm already answered that one, so I'm just gonna skip this. What inspired you to make your own YouTube channel? Well, other YouTube channels. That's really all I can say. Favorite music / type of music. I have a lot of different styles that I actually like. It's not really about styles, it's about the individual songs that I really like. Like, there's some songs from all sorts of different styles that I like, so I can't really answer this. Favorite Songs of War soundtrack. Personally, I'd say it's... I have a few different favorites. I love Felden Fleet, I love Sendaria Burning, and I love Legends and Revenge. Those are really good soundtracks. Those are probably my 4 favorites. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I mean, depends. I think in real life I'm more of an introvert. I'm actually quite extroverted online. I have a lot of online friends. So I guess it's kind of like a blend, honestly. From the Songs of War music videos you made, which one was your favorite? So actually, I don't know. I'm usually quite satisfied with the content I produce. But like, picking a favorite, it's not really my thing. I really like the last one I made, actually, the Destiny by Nefex. I like that. Personally, I don't know if it's my favorite, I just really like that one. I like the song, too. It's a great song. Future plans, goals, like animation series, etc. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Okay, about that, I am working on an animation right now. Like, it's been in the works. It's not really as big as anything else I was planning, but it's like a start. I want to kickstart my career in animation with something small and move on to the bigger things, like David did, actually, like with Spider Attack, moving on to Sky Wars, to Blocking Dead, to all those minigame animations, to other random animations, to Animation Life, which is another big thing he made, and then finally Songs of War, which is the biggest thing he made by far. Although hopefully in my case, I don't have to cancel Songs of War for being unreviewed. Or whatever is equivalent to Songs of War in my case, I mean. So there is an animation in the works. It should be coming out maybe by the 10th, July 10th, if I really try to get it done. And what was the funniest moment for you in the live streams? There's so many honorable mentions. I can't even pick one. I remember how I pronounced Grek as Greek 3 times in a row. I'm terrible at pronouncing TH sounds, jeez. Yeah, 3 times in a row. And then there was the time when I accidentally pronounced Plateaus as Platius, which we then joked about being the third brother between Phalius and Gallius. Platius, the third brother. So Gallius wasn't the last of his family after all. Okay. Oh yeah, and then like in the Hunger Games video, those aren't live streams, by the way, they were recordings. So it's the Hunger Games video was also another one that was hilarious. That was the one where I poisoned Zanae's drink and then drank it because I thought it was my own. We were laughing our heads off. That was great. So that's what I have to answer. And then 11 is, last but not least, again, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. You sure you're going to keep scrolling down to answer this question? Can we be friends even if on YT only? Because this is the nicest community I've encountered so far. I'm referring to the Songs of War community and PBS community, and, well, includes you as well. Yes, it is amazing. It's a great community. I love it. So I thought maybe I can make friends here, but, well, it's okay if you don't want to. It's just a question. Honestly, yeah, sure. I'm open to that. I'm very open to making friends. If you really want to, you can contact me on Discord. That would be the site on air YT at 8194. Sorry, not at 8194. What am I talking about? Hashtag 8194. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for all these questions. That guy really put some effort into asking questions. He has like 11. So yeah, I'm open to becoming friends, yeah. 100%. Moving on. Sivian Sendar, so this is actually one of my friend's accounts. Have you ever used a shotgun before? No, I have not. No. No. I have not used a shotgun or any type of gun before in my life. Should I readopt Sen? I mean, if it's the Sen from the Black Plasma community with the Battle Royale profile picture, then no. But if it's like the Sen from the show, then yeah, sure. Sen's a cool guy. How did you feel about my death? Oh, yeah, that was sad, actually, because I was, for the entirety of Season 1 after Episode 6, I was hoping, I hope Osivian lived, because then he can reconcile with Sen. And then, oh no, he did die after all. It was confirmed in Season 2, the script. It was a little bit unsatisfying. Like, I really wanted the reconciliation to happen. But, alright. It was pretty sad. Do you want to use a shotgun? No, not particularly. I have no interest in involving me using a shotgun. Do you think I deserve to die? No, what? Of course not. It's like, why would you deserve to die? Like, I get it. I mean, like, maybe Osivian's a strict father. Maybe Osivian's a strict father, sure. That's a thing that happens in the show, but, like, he's not really a bad father. He's just really strict, and kind of strict for a good reason, because he wants the best for Sen and Rhea and all of his children. So, no, he did not deserve to die. He's a great guy, actually, I think. And he was the only guy who, like, actually accepted Sen. So, yeah. Yeah, those are all the questions. Thank you. No, they're not the whole question. They're not all the questions to the video. That's all the questions he asked. Yeah, thanks. How did you get your YT name? Asks Shija Gurung. I think I also butchered the pronunciation as well for that one. Major apologies. How did I get my YT name? Well, I'm just a pretty big Greek mythology fan, actually, especially back in 2016. I know everything that Rick Riordan writes, if you know who that is, Percy Jackson author. I know everything he writes like the back of my hand. So I'm a big Greek mythology fanatic, so I named myself after the heir of Poseidon, which means like the nephew or the son or the person next in line for the throne after Poseidon would hypothetically die. Yeah, you get it. I can't even tell you, this is actually funny, some people mispronounce it as hair because they don't really use the word heir often. I've heard things like that. It's not anyone's fault. Like, I actually think it's kind of funny. I'm not offended by it or anything. Like, once my aunt saw my name and said, "Who is Poseidon's hair?" It was a very funny moment. We were all laughing. It was like a chat with my aunts and uncles. Well, only one uncle. No, 2 uncles. Okay, whatever. Moving on. And here we have Legendy X, who asks, who do you think would win in a rap battle, Kiyoshi or Greg? It's an amazing question. And what is your favorite Songs of War episode from Season 1? I'm going to answer this last question first, because it's going to be less of a climax. What is your favorite songs or episode from season 1? It's between 6, 5, and 10, I believe. 6, 5, and 10 are where it's at. 5 has like my favorite non-fighting scene in the entire show, which is the Fallius and Sen balcony scene. I love that scene with a passion. So yeah, that answers that. And as for the rap battle one, it's actually an amazing question. Kiyoshi and Grek are both the masters of roasting. I personally think that if they got into a rap battle, the world would explode, so I cannot judge a winner. And the last question of this video is from Nate Townsend, and did I say Townsend? Townsend. Okay. He asks, who is your favorite and least favorite Songs of War character? Which I've already answered. I'm just going to say it again. My favorites, Fallius, Igneous, Kiyoshi, Lucan, and my least favorite, probably Alistair. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, that's all the questions. So, thanks everyone for asking. You're all great. It was a blast to read these and answer them. So yeah, thank you. And that's going to be all for today. Have a nice day, guys. I will see you later. Oh yeah, by the way, I should mention this. As for Songs of War script reading, there is a little bit of complications which may prevent us from doing it immediately. Continuing, we actually had Tom Aglio, who's the voice actor for Sen, actually offered to join for next script reading, which is awesome. And but we need to find a time. Also, Alison Seals, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, the voice actor of Nika, also joined. I think they're also trying to get Stephen J. Penna and Carl G. Brooks, who voiced Lucan and Fallius respectively, as well. So it's a really complicated process. If all 4 of them, or even more voice actors, if all these people joined the script reading, I would be amazed. I'm really amazed with just Tom and Alice, actually. So I mean, I would ideally like all 4 of them, but I'm good with just the 2 of them we already have. So basically what this means is they have their own schedules, and also more of my friends are also joining as well, who aren't even voice actors. So everyone has to have schedules that line up pretty much, and it's not really easy to find that. So yeah, I don't think we can get it done immediately. We're aiming for a session tomorrow, actually, but I don't know if it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be possible. So just stay patient is what I'm saying. So yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.